You're fraudulently claiming more income than you're receiving in order to conceal income from another source. What is it?
You got the balls to accuse me of...
You're laundering money. Where is it coming from?
The movie begins with a group of criminals watching a girl named Anais entering the building, and as soon as she enters, they inform their boss, Burke, about it. He says that the old officer, Ray King, is about to meet someone to give them some important information, so both of them must be killed. The killers then exit their cars and rush towards the place. Ray meets Anais, who is a bounty hunter. Ray tells her that he used to be an FBI officer who specialized in solving financial crimes. He is currently working on a case to find out information about the family shown in a particular photograph. The man who gave him this job is the father of the person in the photo. When Anais looks at the photo, she says that she is a killer and not someone who saves people. Just then, Ray notices the gang members outside. He quickly tells Anais to leave the place and goes into the washroom.
Okay, they're gonna come after me. When they do, get out of here.
Mary Beth Medina is sitting in her office. She receives a call informing her that her former boss, Ray, has died. Medina immediately goes to confirm Ray's dead body. The doctors tell her that her number was listed as the emergency contact in Ray's phone. They also ask her if Ray had any financial issues. And then the doctors show her something surprising. Ray had written a message on his hand that said, "Find the accountant." Medina is shocked after seeing this. On the other side, we see the accountant named Christian. He is hiding in a small town and living quietly. He is working along with his close friend Justine, whom he considers like a sister. Together, they are handling the financial records and accounts of a mafia group. Christian is at a match maree party where many single, middle-aged men and women have come to find partners. Justine warns him not to cause trouble. As soon as Christian arrives, all the women notice him because they have already seen his impressive profile online.
Oh, ladies, it's not a competition.
Godspeed.
Yes.
Non-denominational.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Absurd. Childish notion.
What do you mean you reverse engineered our algorithm?
I built my own dating algorithm. For example, women claim to value commitment and stability, but they swipe for dangerous and exciting, sexy bad boys. I assigned numerical values to your questions by tokenizing them in an embedding matrix and generating a predictive model. Women lie about weight and age, men lie about height and age. So I adjusted my photo and smile accordingly. And the best part is you don't have to amend your tax return for unclaimed depreciation.
Kids?
44?
45.
Suppose anything's possible.
Medina goes to see Ray's rented house in another city where he lives. There, Medina notices that Ray has done a lot of research and put many research papers in a box. She finds out that Ray was investigating many people who had died. Medina rents the same house. While there, she finds the name Christian Wolf, who is actually their accountant. Christian lives alone in his truck with some other people on the hills. He keeps his guns, bike, and other things in the truck. Medina calls Christian's agency, and her call is answered at Justine's facility, where they take care of mentally challenged children. Medina asks about Christian Wolf, but they say no one by that name lives there. Medina tells them that someone must be supporting him from there. Justine overhears their conversation and finds out that Medina is at Ray's house. Then Justine checks the profiles of Ray and Medina. Medina finds the photo of the family Ray was searching for on the wall. The next day, Burke is busy selling his fish, but secretly also running his human trafficking business. He meets Cobb and asks what happened to the girl. Cobb says she has disappeared. He orders Cobb to find the girl and kill her quickly, because 3 years ago, during a meeting with his partners, that girl attacked them. He says that the girl had killed many of their people.
You think she knows we're after her instead of King?
No chance.
Relax, boss. She don't remember you.
Yet. Your ships, my boat. Just But one day she'll remember who I am and what I did. You fly to Fort Worth tonight.
Christian appears. He wants to know why she is looking for him. He asks her what she wants from him, so Medina takes him to Ray's house. She tells him that Ray had a message written on his hand. She shows Christian the pictures on the wall and says Ray was investigating a case, but she does not understand how everything is connected or what Christian has to do with it. After explaining all this, Medina falls asleep. The next morning, she wakes up and sees that Christian has worked on the case all night, finding several pictures of dead Chilean ex-Special Forces guys, as well as a tax return from Edith Sanchez. They find that Edith's father was a man named Emiliano Gonzalez, who was shot to death in Fort Worth. Christian and Medina go to a pizza factory to speak to the manager, Ike, since Edith allegedly worked there. When they ask Ike about her, he says that he does not know because hundreds of women work there daily and he cannot possibly know everyone's name.
Ask me anything. Unit cost, payroll, promotions, you name it, I know where every dime goes.
What is the most frequently ordered size of pizza?
Large, 90%.
Large pizza is $17.35, which accounts for 1,484,315 large pizzas.
What's your point?
Your paper costs are $360,000, which only accounts for 900,000 large pizza boxes.
You are making my head hurt.
You're fraudulently claiming more income than you're receiving in order to conceal income from another source. What is it?
You got the balls to accuse me of...
You're laundering money. Where is it coming from?
That's enough!
Who's your contact?
Were you dropped on your head as a child? Take what he gave us and work our way up the chain. That's how this is done.
Chris's brother Braxton is in the process of trying to adopt a corgi puppy, but the lady at the adoption agency tells him he cannot pick the dog up earlier than promised.
Hi. Hey, Margaret, it's... Margaret, Margaret, it's Braxton. I was just... Hi, Margaret. Hey, Margaret, it's... You even know what his name is? It's Craig. Yeah, me again. You got me there, Margaret. I'm going to swing on through and pick up the pup on Thursday. You know, a corgi is an enormously smart dog, Margaret, and build a bond between the owner and its pup when they're going to spend the rest of their lives together. You really don't... You're yelling at me, Margaret. Bye-bye.
This is probably how Punisher acts when he needs to meet Karen. Christian calls his brother Braxton. Braxton tells him that he once promised they would live together, but now he is calling after 8 years. He adds that Christian never even called on Christmas or birthdays, and now suddenly he remembers him just because he needs help. Braxton is reluctant since his relationship with his brother has been strained, but he eventually agrees to meet him. Christian and Medina are waiting for Braxton. Medina says that Ray handled everything so well, and she wishes she could also prove herself like that. She then asks if Christian's brother will really be able to help them. Christian replies that Braxton is a very capable man, and although they do not talk much, he feels very happy that he is coming this time. Braxton arrives and is surprised to see Christian with a girl. Medina replies that Christian is helping them with a case. Then Braxton takes Christian aside. Christian tells him that he is really happy that he came.
So it's been a minute, yeah?
8 years, 2 months. Braxton, thank you for coming. I'm really glad you're here.
Did you tell you to say that?
After that, Braxton meets the hotel manager and gives him money to arrange for 3 Mexican girls for the night. Then Braxton and Christian go to their hotel room and sit down. Soon, the 3 Mexican girls enter the room. Braxton lets the girls in and says that his brother has been alone for years, and now that they are also there, they all can enjoy together. But he adds that he wants to know how they ended up in this business and how Thomas trapped them. The girls are shocked to hear Thomas's name. One of the girls decides to help Braxton, but the other 2 get scared and run away. The girl who stays asks for a large amount of money. Christian gives her the money. She says that if they want, she can call Thomas directly to the hotel. Braxton replies that she should go ahead. Christian quickly says that they are accountants.
I grew to 35. Look like
Accountants.
I don't have kids.
Hey, come on, man. We got Wi-Fi and everything. Come on in.
Are we kidnappers now?
Kidnapping, that's pretty harsh, isn't it? We detained him. Go eat something or...
Taco Bell.
There we go.
Christian, Medina, and Braxton are at Medina's house. Christian gives them the task of finding more clues from the footage of Ray's death. Medina says that Ray was the best agent in their FBI team, and if he could not find any information, she does not think anyone else can. Justine hears their conversation and takes it as a challenge. She rounds up her network of hackers to infiltrate security footage throughout Los Angeles to find Anais. They find surveillance footage of her on the night of Ray's murder and discover a woman named Pamela took a selfie that captured Anais. The hackers find Pamela's laptop and go through her files to find the selfie, all while Medina objects to the invasion of privacy and fears that they will be discovered. The hackers manage to find the selfie before Pamela notices anything. They discover that Anais has been in several parts of the globe and has carried out murders against members of criminal organizations. And wherever she goes, she leaves behind a trail of dead bodies. But even after finding her face, they cannot find her real name because she has no identity. On the other side, Braxton looks at the photos of the murdered people and says that Anna killed all of them because they were all murdered in the same style. Medina is shocked because she realizes for the first time that Braxton is also a killer. She gets angry and leaves because she does not want to work with a killer.
I actually didn't say anything. You think about it? I literally made a gesture. Does that bother her?
We don't get to decide who lives and who dies.
Apparently I do. Sure, I'm glad it's not my car.
You know what? I made a mistake calling you. Don't be here when I get back. If I see either of you again, I'll have you arrested.
Burke's hideout at the Mexico border is shown. He has kept many children there, planning to sell them and make money. Medina is interrogating Thomas and trying to get information from him. Their lawyers are also present. She also warns him that if he does not tell her everything, there will be consequences. Medina asks for his boss's name.
4 or 5 years ago.
So she said.
Oh, heard she went through the windshield, though.
You put everything on the record, you'll get immunity. In exchange for your testimony.
Don't have kids.
Thank God for that. Gotta let it go already.
Well, I'm saying, why is that significant?
You ever thought about why I'm alone, Chris? Like, I travel the world. I stay at 5-star hotels. I do what I want when I want it.
Do you have a dog?
I'm getting a dog. That's Greg.
Do you have a permanent residence?
No,
Anyone to care for your dog during long absences?
I do not. You know something? If I had a cat, at least the cat would miss me.
Doubtful.
In the evening, both brothers go to a nearby club. There, Christian notices a pretty waitress. She also sees Christian, walks over to him, and starts flirting. Christian starts dancing with Angie. Braxton feels very happy watching his brother dance. While dancing, Christian also manages to impress Angie. Some of Angie's friends come and start threatening Christian. He realizes they want to hit him. He says if they have the guts, they should try to hit him.
It's okay. My brother wasn't having a good time tonight, but now he will. Yes, right here, guys. It's very festive. Go, come on now. Go, Jerry! I'm very smooth.
You! Look at you!
Christian shows Braxton that Angie gave him her number, which makes Braxton very happy. Meanwhile, Medina asks a doctor about a woman who ended up losing her memory and underwent facial reconstruction surgery. From Ray's file, she learns that the woman might have had some disorder connected to this. The doctor tells her that the woman worked in a restaurant. One day she left the restaurant and a boy attacked her. She fought back and the boy caught her and beat her badly. She ran away, but she had an accident. This accident affected her brain. After the accident, her face was badly hurt, so she underwent plastic surgery to change it. She had also lost her memory, but gradually she started becoming sharper in everything, and her abilities grew far beyond those of an ordinary person. She began to recover in just a few days. Then Medina realized that the woman was actually Anais, who had completely changed and become a killer. Braxton's phone rings, and Christian sees that the contract to kill Medina reaches all the killers in their group. Christian quickly takes his bike and rushes to Medina's house. Justine starts explaining everything about Anais, that how she gets a new face and why there is no information about her anywhere in the world. Meanwhile, Anais reaches Medina's house, and Medina catches her. Before leaving, Anais sees the picture of herself as Edith with Gino and Alberto. This triggers her memories of being trafficked by Burke and his men and witnessing him kill Gino. A little later, Christian arrives there and finds Anais. Christian tells her that her son is alive and must be held captive somewhere, and he can find him. Anais says that she has left those things behind and then leaves. Christian sees that Medina is injured, so he takes her to the hospital. Brooke quickly tells Cobb to delete all the children so that there is no evidence left of his business. He agrees like it's nothing and goes to the location. Meanwhile, Christian is angry because Braxton did not tell him about the contract on Medina. He says he will save that children no matter what, and Braxton joins him. Both brothers get into the car and leave. By morning, Justine uses her drone to scout the base a little away from the Mexico border. She sees Cobb loading all the children into a bus, so she shares their location with the brothers. They grab their weapons and arm themselves to the teeth, and the only thing that is missing is the skull logo on Braxton.
You're hit? I'm good. Hey, I'm good. Go. Te vengo en el puto infierno, güey.
Help him off the bus! ¡Muévese! ¡Apúrese! ¡Bájese! Hold up! Oh! Burke is the guy you want! Listen to me, man!
There you go. ¿Estás bien? ¿Estás seguro? ¿Estás bien?
Hello.
She likes me, man. Are you gonna be mine?
As I suspected.
Meanwhile, Justine calls Aeneas and tells her about Burke's location and all the wrong things he has done. After some time, she tracks him down in a foreign place and awaits him as Burke comes out of shower. She picks up a knife and chases him throughout the house, killing him finally. Medina returns to work after recovering, and a week later, she seizes Burke's entire fishing company and finds a lot of evidence related to human trafficking. Medina sits on Burke's seat and calls Justine's center to thank her for helping save the kids, and that Ray would be proud. Justine prepares a room for Alberto to stay comfortably with the other children so that he can live there easily. On the other side, Christian and Braxton are going to Justine's base with Alberto. The two brothers plan to stay there for a few weeks, and Braxton is very excited to spend this time with his brother.
Do you think, well, I made a reservation at an RV park.
You made a reservation?
I think it'll be fun.
Might be fun too.
I hope you guys enjoyed the recap, and be sure to check out other awesome recaps on the channel. And as always, thank you very much for watching.